I've been here from the very start and I've listened to all the testimonies. The question asked of the governor is very simple. It's answerable by yes or no. In other words, when he refuses to answer, he did not listen to all the testimonies this morning. Mr. Chair, naiinsulto po ako dahil nakikinig po ako eh. I spent time to stay here and I listened to all the testimonies. While the governor, who is the subject of this inquiry, was not listening. I feel insulted as a member of this Congress, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
The manifestation of Chairman Akop is duly noted.
Mr. Chairman, if the good governor refuses to cooperate in this investigation, most probably the joint chair can excuse him already because he does not want to cooperate.
If there are no cases against me and there is this investigation, I will be here. But the cases now are in the Supreme Court, are in the COMELEC, and in the Ombudsman. How can I answer these questions? And that is why you give me the proper circumstance. I will be here with you. And that is why I was telling people, no? Kaso po, ang dami na nating kaso. Lahat ito, pati mga plunder cases. They are now facing plunder cases, not only criminal cases, and even, no, they have been forum shopping everywhere. Now, how can we put ourselves in a situation that we have a good fight too? How can there be justice? Nandun na eh. Nandun na sa korte po ito eh. Paano naman po kami dito? If we will be prejudged here, where is justice?
Oh, please wrap up.
You will not be giving any statement nor any answer to any question propounded on you, whether that question is answerable by yes or no.
Mr. Chair, I want to participate, but
No,
give me the
that's
proper
what you
circumstances.
answer. You want to participate, but you don't want to answer. What will be your participation?
Okay, Your Honor, if it relates to the cases, no, I will not answer.
Okay, so
Short manifestation, Mr. Chair, po yung proper forum sa tingin ko na, hindi po sa Bombo Radio. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, can I respond?
I just give you, Gov, I will just give you 3 minutes. After that, we will decide on the motion
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
by Congressman
It will not
Manuel.
take 3 minutes. Give me the proper circumstance. You filed cases against me and then bring me here.
Cut you,
No,
no.
if the proponent of the resolution,
to cut you. Please address your answer or manifestation to the chair. Alam mo
Yes,
yun to,
sir.
di ba?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Please proceed.
As I was saying, Mr. Chair, they filed cases against me. If there are no cases against me and there is this investigation, I will be here. But the cases now are in the Supreme Court, are in the COMELEC, and in the Ombudsman. How can I answer these questions? And that is why you give me the proper circumstance. I will be here with you. And that is why I was telling people, no? Kaso po, ang dami na nating kaso. Lahat ito, pati mga plunder cases. They are now facing plunder cases, not only criminal cases, and even, no, they have been forum shopping everywhere. Now, how can we put ourselves in a situation that we have a good fight too? How can there be justice? Nandun na eh. Nandun na sa korte po ito eh. Paano naman po kami dito? If we will be prejudged here, where is justice?
Oh, please wrap up.
Again, thank you so much. I've been a
So,
member
in
of
short,
this-
Thank you.
just to clarify, Governor, you will not be giving any statement nor any answer to any question propounded on you, whether that question is answerable by yes or no.
Mr. Chair, I want to participate, but
No,
give me the
that's
proper
what you
circumstances.
answer. You want to participate, but you don't want to answer. What will be your participation?
Okay, Your Honor, if it relates to the cases, no, I will not answer.
Okay. So,
Short manifestation, Mr. Chair. With regards po dun sa video,
Okay, 3 minutes.
No,
3 minutes.
it was mentioned or it was videoed after filing all these cases against Mamba. So nauna po yung pag-file namin ng cases sa kanya nung nagsalita po siya na willing siyang pumunta dito. So that's all, Mr. Chair. Just a short manifestation.
Your Honor,
Maraming
The manifestation is duly read. Gov. Gamba, you know the rules in the House. You should not speak unless you're recognized. I will proceed now to the motion being made by Congressman Lagman. Please reiterate the motion.
Mr. Chairman or Joint Chairman, I move that we dispense with the presence of the good Governor Mamba, considering that he refuses to participate by not answering the pertinent questions. I so move.
I second the motion.
There's a motion to dispense for the appearance of Governor Mamba in this hearing. Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried.
my permission to leave, Your Honor.
Yes, Representative Lagman.
Let me just put on record that the resolution of the COMELEC promulgated on 6 March 2023 in the case of Maria Sara Ros de Guzman Lara versus Manuel Mamba in SPA case number 22-089 DC was dismissed not on the merits, but it was dismissed because there was a late filing of the petition for disqualification, a 1-day late filing only. Thank you.
The manifestation of Rep. Lagman is duly noted. Yung mga disburse, yung mga inimbitahan with the Supreme Artistificandum, please remain in the room. Hindi pa tayo tapos, especially doon sa mga disbursing officer, yung mga accountable officers. Di pa tayo tapos. DSWD, please stay in the Zoom. Di pa tayo tapos.
I don't really know. You are aware that there was no certificate of exception issued by the COMELEC at the time the checks were issued? Or hindi mo alam?
Na-inform po ako ng PLO po. Ng PLO po.
What is PLO?
Provincial Legal Office.
Ano sabi sa iyo ng Provincial Legal Office? What information was given to you?
Na we just go on po. Kasi you just go on.
How long have you been treasurer or how long have you been connected with the government?
In the Provincial Treasury Office po ay 30 years.
Years.
As Provincial Treasurer po is 4 to 5 years.
Okay. So alam mo, having been in the Provincial Treasury for more than 20 years, na pagdating ng halalan, bawal na tayong maggumamit ng pondo during the 45-day period. Otherwise, you will be liable. O hindi mo alam yon?
Alam ko po.
Oo. Okay? I'll just go with the, just confirmation.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Congressman Lagman, you're not recognized.
may I direct some questions to the Governor?
Please proceed.
Governor, did you hear and understand the testimonies of the provincial treasurer, the provincial agriculturist, and the representatives of COA and COMELEC?
Honorable Mamba, please respond.
Your Honors, no, the resolutions filed by the Honorable author of these resolutions filed cases against me. including his chief of staff. And this is now under litigation in the courts. And that is why any answer I would propound on your questions will be subject to sub judice. That is why I'm really, really sorry. I want to be with you on a circumstance which is different from this. I have been a member of this August body for 12 years. Most of you, especially the old ones, know me. And I would like to cooperate with this. But the thing is, it is sub judice. And I believe that I believe that the case is pending now in the COMELEC, in the Ombudsman, and even in the Supreme Court. Will be affected by whatever I say in this body. Thank you.
Honorable Lagman, please.
Mr. Chairman, my question was very simple. Whether the good governor, a former colleague, heard and understood the testimonies of the provincial treasurer, the provincial agriculturist, and the representative of COA and the COMELEC. If he refuses to answer because it is sub judice, let me read in full the rules of the House. Section 1, Rules of Procedure Governing Inquiries in Aid of Legislation of the House of Representatives. Power to conduct inquiries. Pursuant to Section 21 of Article 6 of the Constitution, the House of Representatives or any of its committees may conduct inquiries in aid of legislation in accordance with these rules. The filing or pendency of a case before any court, tribunal, or quasi-judicial or administrative body shall not stop or abate any inquiry conducted to carry out a legislative purpose. Unquote. To my mind, that is very clear, and this was existing even during the time when the Honorable Governor was a member of the House. And I would say that any refusal of the Governor to answer the question on the ground that it is sub judice is really not in order. It is not anchored in the rules of the House. And it could lead to a presumption that if he answers, it would incriminate him. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Lagman. I join the position of the Congressman. With me also is the rules of the House with regards to inquiry in aid of legislation. But anyway, go up again. Ang tanong kasi is answerable by yes or no lang. And I think it's not, it will not incriminate you with regards to the case outside of this Congress.
Say na.
Yes or no lang.
Mr. Chairman, I never questioned your powers. I do not question it. But I also have rights to protect. And that is why, I do not want these questions to be answered by me because it might put me into a jeopardy. And I will never question you, but put me in a proper circumstance and I will always be here cooperating with all of you.
Mr. Chair, may I make a
Yes,
manifestation?
Yes, Congressman Chairman Akop.
I've been here from the very start and I've listened to all the testimonies. The question asked of the governor is very simple. It's answerable by yes or no. In other words, when he refuses to answer, he did not listen to all the testimonies this morning. Mr. Chair, na-insulto po ako dahil nakikinig po ako eh. I spent time to stay here and I listened to all the testimonies. While the governor, who is the subject of this inquiry, was not listening. I feel insulted as a member of this Congress. Mr. Chair, thank you.
The
Mr. Chair,
manifestation of Chairman Akop is duly noted.
Mr. Chairman, if the good governor refuses to cooperate in this investigation, most probably the joint chair can excuse him already because he does not want to cooperate.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, before you decide on the motion, can I interject, Mr. Chair?
Before the motion of Congressman Lagman, please proceed.
Form this representation who are supposed to be accountable officers.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, accountable officers are employees of the government who take custody of government funds and property, Your Honor, or in custody, possession of government funds or properties, Your Honor.
And COA, who may be included as accountable officers in the local government units?
For the LGUs, Your Honor, if their position, Your Honor, requires them to disperse or collect money, Your Honor, they are considered accountable officers, and even those who take charge of them, Your Honor, are considered accountable officers, Your Honor.
Is there an appointment or designation needed for an employee in the local government to be considered as accountable officer?
Generally, no, Your Honor, but for special disbursing officers, there should be designation, Your Honor.
And may I know who designates these accountable officers?
Usually, Your Honor, the head of the agency designates the special dispersing, gives the authority designating a special dispersing officers, Your Honor.
So, in the province of Cagayan, it is the governor who will designate the accountable officers.
Yes, Your Honor, based on what I said earlier, Your Honor.
Or would there be a ban supposed to be for these accountable officers?
Yes, Your Honor, as required by the rules, Your Honor.
Now, how much would be a ban for an accountable officer to whom a cash advance under your circular was granted?
Your Honor, there is the Bureau of Treasury provides they issued a rule providing for the schedule, Your Honor, for premium rates, and in that schedule, Your Honor, there are information as regards the amount of bond, maximum cash accountability, and yes, Your Honor, that those are present in the rules, Your Honor, of the Bureau of Treasury.
Thank you. Now, you know about the 14 employees flagged down by your audit observation. You know-
I know them because they are employees, Your Honor, of the province, Mr. Chair, Your Honors.
Can the governor of Cagayan just designate them as accountable officers?
Yes, Your Honor, as head of the agency, based on our circular, he can appoint as special dispersing officers, Your Honor.
So, what you are trying to tell me is that the governor of the province of Cagayan can appoint anybody or any employee of the government disregarding everything like their salary grades. They can be designated by the governor to be accountable officers.
Yes, Your Honor. From the circular that we issued, there is no, from my understanding, Your Honor, there is no salary grade requirement with respect to designation of special disbursing officer by the head of agency, Your Honor.
So long as a bond is provided for it.
Yes, Your Honor, and yes, Your Honor, there is a band provided by the concerned employees, Your Honor.
May I know if the 14 persons mentioned who availed of cash advances you flagged them, right?
Yes, sir.
And may I know the reason why in your report they were flagged?
Basing from our report, Your Honor, um, there were, can I just read my recommendation, Your Honor, with respect to to the, to the observation and findings that we had during our examination, Your Honor, if you will allow me, Your Honor.
Uh, can the governor of Cagayan appoint himself as the accountable officer?
Your Honor, and as a rule, no, because elected officials are to be granted cash advance only for official traveling expenses, Your Honor, based on our rules.
So, in if he cannot designate himself in one of the checks, I think, if I remember it right, siya rin ang accountable officer.
Sir, may I know, sir, if you're referring to the checks that we transmitted to your to the
Yes.
good committee, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I please be provided with so that I can immediately check the documents, Your Honor, that I have with me, Your Honor.
I will. Did the governor of Cagayan also avail of a cash advance?
Your Honor, with respect to these transactions, question transactions, Your Honor, can I just verify, Your Honor, to be sure? Yes, Your Honor, with respect to the question transactions.
Please.
Ipakita namin.
I mentioned, Your Honor, that I think
I stand corrected, Your Honors. Hindi galing sa inyo, galing nakuha namin sa kay COA Central Office.
Thank
So,
you, Your
wala
Honor.
kayong makita dyan. Pero, mayroon kaming nakita, submitted to us by the Central Office. Sa tanong ni Congressman Acop, Chairman Acop, with regards to the good governor being an appointive officer, at the same time, siya pa yung accountable officer, nangyari yun. Ayan, on the screen.
Your Honor, if I may respond, I think that is a confidential intelligence fund, Your Honor. Because
Is an order. Yung program nakalagay.
usually, Your Honor, the confidential fund is in the peace and order plan of the.
So you're saying you don't have a copy because that is part of the intelligence fund?
Yes, Your Honor, they submit directly to the central office. We have a unit there in the central office that handles the audit of confidential intelligence funds, Your Honors.
You check your record because sa COA report nyo, plinag nyo nga yung peace and order budget during this time.
Yes, Your Honor, there was a disbursement coming from that fund because the fund is there were provisions there for assistance, Your Honor, and there were also an item there in that gives confidential and intelligence fund, Your Honor.
So you confirm that you flag it?
With respect to the observation, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, that
Oh,
it was
confirm.
included. Yes, Your Honor.
Chairman Ako, please proceed.
My questions would be addressed to the provincial accountant kasi siya ang nakakaalam lahat nito yung mga nangyayari. Unfortunately, Mr. Chair, she is not present because of shall we say events beyond our control. So I rest, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Akop.